All right, what is going on, everybody? So, guess what? We're doing a recap of what we did on our last Lazy Sunday. If you missed it, go check the recap for the first Lazy Sunday. We're just going to keep going and doing these recaps. So, this is going to be the recap for week 2. And don't forget to join in later on this evening where we continue our playthrough of Brilliant Diamond. And hopefully, we get a little bit further. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. And here's the recap. Okay, so for this week, it was kind of slow, so we were able to catch ourselves a Zubat, and we ended up naming our Zubat Helena, or Helen, that was the name we went with. I thought it was going to be a good name for a Zubat. Then we come up to the town where Rowan, Professor Rowan that is being harassed by some Team Galactic grunts, and of course the old man wasn't able to do all of his heavy lifting, so me and Trainer Dawn had to go into battle for him, take down these grunty boys, and make sure that Professor Rowan doesn't get harassed as much as we think he is. So as we continue on, I end up catching a Bidoof, and we add them to our party. As you can tell, this week was kind of slow. We did, it was like a 2-hour long stream, and we were only able to get like one more gym badge. So let's keep going, talking about what's going on. So we catch Bidoof, add them to the party. I take a real quick like poll of the party, like what should we name them? And they're like, you should name them God. And I was like, all right, fine, I'll name them God. Then I get talking to these old people, and they're like, oh, you play Pokemon Go? Here's a Mew. A Mew. So we got ourselves a Mew. We add them to the party. Sorry, we had to take away Starly. And we added Mew to the party. So I started talking to the old man, and he's like, hey, bro, here you go. Here's a Jirachi. So we end up with a Jirachi, and I decide we're naming him the Weekend. As you can tell, I kind of spelled weekend wrong here real quick, and it was like, you're not going to be able to spell it like that because it said weed-in instead of weekend, because Weekend is a motherfucking star boy. That's why he got that name. Anyways, as we continue on, there's some Team Grunts blocking our way, so we had to continue on the journey down the path over to the wind farm. You see me, I'm talking to chat right now. We're laughing it up, having a great time. That's what Lazy Sundays is meant to be. It's just a great time for everybody to join in, hang out, have a good time, and we go from there. So anyways, these grunts are just being a real pain in the butt, not letting us through, not letting us do anything. So I head over to the wind farm, where we find this guy, this grunt. We beat him, and he ends up throwing a fit, running into the the wind farm and locking himself in there. Then we end up going to the garden, where the original grunts start harassing the old guy. We get the key. We make it over to the wind farm to get inside, right? As soon as we get inside, guess who we run into? One of Team Galactic's commanders. Easy work for Frank, because Frank is the trash man. He took out the trash right here, right now. Let's go, Frank. Everybody loves Frank. So we take her down. Then Houdini ends up evolving on our journey right now into a Kadabra. A Kadabra, I need to evolve him into Alakazam here eventually. We meet Cheryl. It's dangerous to go alone, so we had to take her through the forest just to make sure she makes it through safe because of Team Galactic and the grunts. Then we make it to the end of the forest where Cheryl's like, see ya, I'm out, I'm done with you. And I ain't gonna lie, her Chauncey was tanky as all hell. Then we meet up with the second gym leader, who was a grass gym leader, beat her, right? Easy work for Frank the Trash Man. So we beat her. We ended up adding the second badge to our inventory. And she was like, yeah, here you go, second badge, woohoo! Oh, hey, by the way, you now can control Pokemon up to level 30. Level 30 on 2 gym badges, who would have thought? So we end up doing that, and as we keep going, I talked to this old man, come find out, I can finally change Mew's name because I got way too excited and totally forgot to change his name. So I took a real quick poll, and guess what name chat decided to go with? They decided to troll and go with Mewtwo. And I was like, okay, fine, we'll go with Mewtwo. I trade with an NPC for a Chatot, which I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. He has a nickname already. We'll just go from there. I end up talking to this old man who gives me the Explorer kit, which allows me to go to the underground and catch random Pokemon, which is cool. This girl gives me Cut, which I can now use to cut down trees to get into that area above where Team Galactic is holding our bike shop owner hostage. I need a bike so I can continue with the story. So we get in there, and guess who we run into in here? Guess. If you guess another Team Galactic commander, you would be correct. So Frank, another light work, took out the trash, easy day, and we took out the second commander, even though there's 3 commanders, which I don't get. Super easy, took her out, and we were able to free the bike shop owner. And he was very thankful. He was like, hey, bro, thanks. Meet me at my shop. So we meet him at the shop. He's like, hey, bro, I got a bike for you. Let's go. So he takes us outside and he goes, hey, man, which paint job do you want? And I'm like, you know what? We're going with red because my original Pokemon game was red. Till next time, you guys. Bye.